pump and pipe and stuff like that. So yeah.
So once it's phase 2, phase 3, and it's proof of concept too. Just making sure that everything that's taking place from right now is the best plan of action. So there's no wasted money or time.
You're not taking money from your pocket.
Yeah. I need one of those.
What's going on, journalist family? Irvin Felix John with the Fitness Journals, where I provide education, entertainment, and authenticity to the calisthenics game. Now, how y'all been, man? It's been a minute. Starting off the morning with some natural ginger sorrel infused tea. How y'all been? It's been a minute. You know, let me take a sip. So I decided, let me update y'all, let y'all know what I've been up to. So I've probably been in Grenada now for 11 months, and I became a farmer. Now, let me give a little background to that. So I used to live in Grenada for about 3 years. I graduated from high school here back in 2012. So during that time, from 2010, 2012, I was working the farm with my grandfather. He was a farmer. He passed away about 2 years, going on 3 years now. And he built everything he had from farming. And at the time when I moved here, I was kind of like, bruh, I ain't getting involved in none of that stuff. What I look like being a farmer, spending time in the garden, until you actually do it. Now, keep in mind, everybody gotta eat. When we think back to even the Bible days, right? The trade system had a lot to do with farming, right? That's just the way we eat. We need agriculture. We need all of that in order to survive. And especially if you're trying to lean more towards the health conscious side, you know what's going down in the ground and you know what's coming back up. Why? Because you're planting it, rather than eating a whole bunch of processed stuff. And don't get me wrong, it's kind of difficult, especially if you're living in America, to like produce your own food, right? To make a garden that can create sufficient food to feed you, your family, and maybe even sell to your neighborhood. It's not impossible though, but it is a little bit more challenging. Fortunately, out here in the Caribbean, in Grenada, way easier. That the land is very fertile and it's very easy. You could throw a seed and it will grow, so especially with the land that we have, that's very fertile land. It's been sitting for years. Like I said, since my grandfather, even before he passed, he wasn't able to move around as much. So that land was just sitting there, kind of really not doing anything productive. Now, while I was going to school here, my grandfather made me work the land with him. Initially, it was by force until I started to really enjoy it. I'm like, this is dope, this is really cool, especially the fact when I started to take a lot of the fruits and stuff and bring it to school and sell. Because now I'm like, oh, I'm putting money in my pocket from selling mango, selling sugar apples, all the fruits that are within the garden. Was able to take that, bring it to school and sell and make my own money. So years later, we're in 2023 now, I'm back here. I got here in 2022 and I decided, I'm like, look, this land is sitting here, just bushes everywhere. I'm gonna create something, I'm gonna develop something here on this land. And the process is going pretty well up to now. So we're putting together like a couple of friends. I have another friend from New York as well, and he has land right next to me, and we've teamed up to really create something. We're naming it Operation Feed the Nation, right? And that's kind of just the vision to that we've casted to create food sources and products that are organic, fully organic, and export it to broader markets. Gonna start with like the local chain of islands, and because the connections in the States, it's a lot easier for us to export over there. And then like I said, the understanding of what's going in your body, we want to not just create those foods but educate people on the benefits of eating healthy, right? Because if the awareness isn't there, you're like, well, bro, what's the difference between me eating McDonald's and then eating farm-grown chicken or something like that, right? It's like, what's the difference? I don't get it. It's food, right? So the education aspect would come through creating a wellness center. That's the ideal, the plan as well, is the land is there, putting some sort of retreat, like in tiny houses where people could come, spend time, be educated from farm to plate, right? The food, you could go and pick it yourself. You see everything, where it's coming from, and educate people about those stuff as well. Now, long term, like I said, ultimately is have a continuous system to get those to broader markets all over and get other farmers involved with that as well. That's the plan, and it's starting here, right? It's starting here. The land, like I said, it's so fertile that the amount of stuff that we can plant and grow is pretty much limitless. So that's another opportunity for Grenadians as well here in Grenada, and hopefully other islands that are big on farming, to get exposure to these bigger markets, to allow them to get these healthy food sources where they're at, wherever you are in the world, basically. So that's what I've been up to. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot bigger of a challenge than I thought it would be, but I love it. I love something that's challenging, that takes me out of my comfort zone. Right now, the main thing that we're just focusing on is selling to local markets, like supermarkets, restaurants, things like that, direct to from business to business. But then obviously my passion for health and fitness and wellness, it's not just about the profit, it's not just about making the money, it's about getting people healthy, right? I mean, look at you, boy, man. Y'all probably thought, yo, Irv not recording, Irv not posting, he probably out of shape or something like that. Your boy in the best shape of his life, man. I'm eating healthy, I'm eating good. Look at, we got a orange. This is what an orange looks like. This is orange. I'll peel it for y'all, right? While we're talking here, I'll peel it. We got the peeler. So all I'm trying to tell y'all is, wash it out. You see, you got the mud on it and everything. This is straight from the tree. This is an orange. So all I'm telling y'all is, the mission here is to get people, once again, not just trying to look physically good, like having muscles and all that. That's cool, don't get me wrong, like look at me, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely interested in the physique, the aesthetic part, but that's not the primary goal. The primary goal is health and longevity. That's the primary goal. And if I end up looking good in the meantime, sure. But the purpose is to add years to my life, right? And life to my years. That's the goal. A lot of people, they'll forfeit their health just to look good. And it's like, what? That don't make no sense. Just to look good, then the later years of your life, you're struggling to, for your kidneys to function and all that stuff. Of course, anything can happen. You could be taking care of yourself and still get cancer, but studies show that that's a lot less likely to happen if you're taking care of yourself. That's just a fact. We could dispute it. You could try and dispute it any which way, but facts are facts. See? That's an orange. That's an orange. That's an orange. I'm showing off. But I want y'all to be able to experience that too, right? So I have been documenting the process. I'm just putting the video out there because I've been getting inquiries, and I'm probably gonna, I was thinking about starting a new YouTube channel for this, but I think I'll just like put a series, right? Put a series because long term, I will be putting like whether it be a calisthenics park or some sort of fitness center there as well. You know, so that will be another thing because I want it to be a totally all-inclusive thing where people are coming to understand about their health, their fitness, you know, taking them through all of that. So putting like whether it be a structure, an outdoor something, jungle gym, something like that. There's a lot of land, so there's a lot that can be done there. So this is like a project that is just kind of like no rules, no regulations, just like the playground, the fun of wanting to do something that makes an impact long after I'm gone, my family, you know, immediate who's alive right now, you know, going down from grandkids, great grandkids, and keeping this mission and vision alive, because really that's what my grandfather was about. You know, he had people coming from all over the world, him helping them out, doing enemas, doing cleanses, doing all of that stuff. He's a herbalist, so he would send me in the garden to pick like all these vines that look like they're random stuff, but he understood what the purpose of them were. He would boil them down, put them in tonics, and you know, people would buy those and drink that, similar to what my dad is doing now. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for now. Just gonna throw this up there. Yes, your boy's a farmer. I probably put some clips around showing how, you know, what the land looks like and things like that, so y'all got a little bit of an idea of what things look like. So if you're interested in seeing this, if you think this should be on a new YouTube channel, if you think that, you know, we'll continue and pick up here and start posting maybe some more regular stuff that's relevant to what I'm doing now, which I'm still working out, obviously. It's just I'm not involved too much on the social media scene as much as I'm just worried about you know, developing the business, developing this project, and taking things to the next level for the family, right? So that's it for now. Health is wealth. Get money, no matter what. It is always just the warm-up.